G'day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Boy Mayava, and it is a pleasure to once again be joining you for the com today. I'm joined here in the commentary box by my good friend, the one, the only, Daniel Hallier. Danny boy, how we doing?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good right today. Um, yeah, real exciting matchup today. What are your thoughts on the game today, John Boy?
Well, to it, the Roosters have a shot at building some real momentum after overcoming a lackluster Cowboys team last week, and the Eels just knocked off the Titans, who were sitting top of the table when they played. A late Patrick Belova field goal sealed the Titans' fate, whilst the Roosters are coming off the back of Snicker Balborough remembering how to play rugby league. Two tries for the midget with an ugly, ugly face. Was real impressive to watch in the silence for that game. I've been told that there was some disruption in the crowd, but that's all been resolved with several arrests having been made. I'm looking forward to it. That's one of the ugliest mugs I think I've seen. But no, it should be a very, very good game. Ross Buckley, the man with the traps from, oh Jesus, from all hell. He's built like a brick. Well, I can't say that word on live TV. He's built that man, and he's built well for a winger. I'm looking forward to it. Amax men have been steadily building all season. I think they've been the quiet overachievers. Whilst your Titans and Panthers are probably, taken headlines, they've just quietly stacked some really, really nice wins, the Eels. As Blair Curtin. Blair will be a a sure thing, I should say, for that Origin squad that's to be announced later in the season. I think he's been one of the best hookers in the competition so far, so it'll be interesting to see what the future captains have in store. As now the Eels will make their way out of their half, and they make it out of their half with ease. There's a flat ball to Bourbon. Flat's probably generous, but referee waves play on. Aiden now. Aiden plays it to Driscoll, and Driscoll he meets one man actually, and he drives up over the 50. However, that will be the last tackle, and half's now set in the pocket is Belova, the match-winning man. Down threat of Buckley, and Buckley pirouettes one, and is dragged down a little bit off the sideline. You'll be looking for him to make a big impact, Ross, as Luke Breve gets absolutely hammered. One man takes his upper body, and the Reester finishes him off, no pause. My cousin now, off to Breve. The brother, I believe, of the aforementioned Breve. And the Roosters are just struggling to make meters here. Hugh Mann gets sent off a flat ball to Schrodinger, and he's brought down. You'd think they're in 40-20 range here. Dolan was immense with the boot last against the Cowboys. I think he forced a turnover with the boot and also had a 40-20 if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Oh,
What?
my cousin, with an outstanding piece of skill, he managed to kick the loose ball and turns what was a disastrous set for the Roosters into where they probably would have been if they'd kicked the ball. Daniel.
Yeah, well, Yegor, he might need to switch codes here. Looking like a soccer player out there, just putting the toe to the ball and making his side a lot of meters right there. So that is another flat ball. These teams just, ooh, giving me heart attacks out here.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. That was a you could just see the Roosters hooker life flash between his eyes as he saw the ball roll under him. Luckily for them, no harm, no foul, and my cousin gets him out of trouble. But now the Eels, they've stormed back, or they've slithered back, I suppose, for the Eels. And Brober now deputises at dummy, but he gets met by a strong defensive line. And the Eels will have to punt it once again. I think that's going to be Belova. It is Belova, and he sends it to the opposite wing this time. And we'll get our first look at Chapman, who dances, and not for the first time for a winger, gets wrapped up with ease. I don't know if you noticed this, Daniel, but it seems as though wingers are struggling for kick return meters in this new SRL 2.0.
Yeah, I think a few updates ago it sort of nerfed the kick return potentials, or at least like the stepping feature of this game. So, the wingers really struggling to make meters here.
It's the Roosters now. They'll set up for a 40-20 and be Justin Dolan. Has he got the angle right on that? He not quite. Luke Short. He fields it with ease, does Luke Short, and he's brought down, ironically, just short of the 30. He's now playing it. Coxie's made a strong tackle there, Coxie. And he'll play it on the 30 once again. The Eels are struggling to breach that 30-yard line, but they'll finally get over the top. Nope, I lie. Matt Downey's driven back now to the third tackle, and if they're not careful, I think they might have to go for a 40-20 off this next run. As AMAC now, and that's exactly what will happen here. I think Belova should get in the pocket, whoever the equivalent P1 is. The ref yells last tackle. It is not the last tackle. Below goes to the 40-20, and Belova's kind of scuffed it off the side of his foot. Snicko, bro, he gets wrapped up, and I'm glad the cameras didn't pan to his face, because boy, oh boy, he's had an ugly mug. I've been told Snicko Balboa applied for a spot on the new Lord of the Rings TV show being shot in the UK, but was denied on the basis that it'd be too unrealistic for an orc to be that ugly. As Schrodinger now brought down over the 50. And as this game's kind of settled into its momentum, Daniel, what have you liked from both sides?
I think that both teams have sort of gone to the grind so far of this game. The forwards really turning nicely so far, as we see Shaq Daddy all 6'8" of his height there wrestled down.
Does he prefer to be called Daddy?
Ooh,
Was
not
it
sure.
just
I
Shaq?
mean, you could probably ask Snicko Bro or Snicko
That's
Bro.
okay with it. It's Goodwin now. He plays the balls Belova. Belova throw a flat ball. They love their flat passes here, the Eels. Must be a tactic from AMAC to get the boys consistently on the front foot, but they've struggled for momentum this far so far, as the Eels now. I mean, they're a bit stunted, the Eels. But we see Blair Curtin pick up and go from dummy, and that's not a bad idea because it gets them just shy of the halfway line. Like AMAC's barking orders at someone. I'm not sure what he's calling for, but I think he wants to run a dummy line. He does. In fact, he doesn't run a dummy line. He runs a crash ball. And the crash ball's not too effective. Probably would be better going to an outside back there. Luke Short, perhaps. And the Eels be forced to kick. Belova now. His boot has had one hell of a workout in this first 11 minutes. As Buckley now gets his second kick return. Oh! He gets met on the 20s during back 5 meters, and Ross Buckley, the traps don't help him there. In fact, I think he may need to hit the leg day as Brev. He brings it up to 25.
Yeah, definitely. Those chicken legs just couldn't take the contact there as catches a flat one there. And he stepped past one there, but yeah, he's getting a bit of post contact, but not much drive in those legs.
The Rock says it's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Speaking about devouring, you're a big fan of the Big Macs, Daniel.
Yeah, as I was told last week on the commentary, apparently I've been having too many for an SRL player, but we'll see how it goes later on in the season once I add a few more kilos.
I shudder to think what adding a few more kilos would look like for you. As Jack Jimmy plays the ball to Belova, Belova he throws a dart to AMAC's chest, but AMAC collects it with ease. He's been brilliant so far this season as AMAC. I'd probably put him in the rep conversation easily as well. And have you put much thought to putting your hand up for the rep captaincy, Daniel, with the EOIs being released last week?
Yeah, I put in the form. Won't disclose too much. Won't disclose too much of what I put in there, but you know.
Yeah. Do we know anything you don't already know? No. As Chapman now, he brings it down on the 26. I think that's Chapman for blindside play. They need to be careful not to flirt with the touchline too much, the Roosters. As Dolan now. Probably an odd place to be for a half, but he'll get it to the 40. And they should get well up over the halfway line in this set, the Roosters, and hopefully get us some points at this game, because it has been boring. It's Pepe Lopez now. He'll bring it down over the halfway line. And he wrestles. As they set up to the left-hand side, I really like this line here from Snicko Balboa. He'll let it fly to Chapman. Chapman struggles to get any purchase on that ball, however. The Roosters now go right. Off to Eagle Maikazis. Eagle Maikazis cub band. This set will end in no man's land. You better call this World War I the way they're making no yards. Is that Dolan in the pocket? It is Dolan, and he'll punt it off to the left wing. And it'll be gratefully received by Ethan Goodwin, who doesn't step. In fact, he's met in a hearty tackle, and he'll be going nowhere. So Daniel, now that we've had some time to see both teams, get into the rhythm of the game, who stands out to you on either side as someone who could break open this game?
Well, it's hard to base off anyone here because, I mean, no one really has done anything, to be fair, but you'd probably say the fullbacks, hey, Luke Short, Snicko Balboa got a bit of X factor, so I might go for a 20-40 here. No.
Risky ball. Risky ball. AMAC comes thundering inside. He's been loving that inside line, AMAC, but the Roosters, they finally get wise to it and they read it and they force the error. And we're looking for who was going to break the game open, and it seems like it's an Eels, just not in the way AMAC probably would have wanted it to happen. As the Roosters now, Schrodinger lets one fly, and that's that Eels getting gingerly back up. I think the independent doctor may want to have a look at him, but for now he stays on the field. My cousin running at them with the intensity of a rabid dog, and I know that's probably not a unfair description if you've ever seen a message written by Igor. Shaq Daddy now. Mr. Daddy's brought down on the 10. He plays it slowly, very slowly. I think it's a fair time to reset here. Dolan will put it up high. It's a high, high bomb there, but it's diffused. No, it's not diffused. It's the opposite of diffused, in fact. But Drew Matthews, he's brought down well short of the white yard line. The white try line, I should say. And the Eels will just play it out of trouble here. You'll be hope to make no errors. And as I say that, they decide to throw a 50-50 ball to a man with Shaq Daddy bearing down on him. Curtin now. Up over the 15-yard line. Filippo Gould, he gets up over 23 now, and they're, struggling to get out of their own trying to get out of their own 30 right now, Daniel.
Yeah, the Eels really not doing so well right now. Really good set from the Roosters just before. Apart from the end to the set, I mean, they made a lot of yards, a lot of meters. Couldn't get the finishing touch there, but yeah, great signs for their defense and their attack.
100% as Chapman will try to dance with the pack of Eels, but he's brought down. What do you call a group of Eels anyway?
Eels?
I'm sure. I'll take it. As Drew Matthews now. Oh, Dolan with a step.
Probably the most
that looked like it was
useful
going
thing
nowhere.
he's ever done.
Yeah, that's probably the most. Oh, that's lazy. Oh, that's so lazy. You fat bastard, get up. As Snicko Balbroa, he cuts through one. He's brought down on the 25, and he'll be pumping his boys up here. He think they smell blood in the water, or whatever chooks smell in the grass. I don't know. They smell like chook feed or something. But regardless, my cousin is down on the 16, and they'll go blindside here. As Luke is Brev, he's brought down. And Hugh Mann will pass it off to Dolan, and Justin Dolan's now brought down on the 10. And they've not really done too much enterprising. I mean, it's not last tackle, it's the fourth tackle. Anyway, Snickerbo to Buckley. Buckley steps one, he makes him go inside out. But it won't quite be enough to break the line. And a grubber here could be dangerous. And it is dangerous, in fact. Downey diffuses it, he bumps off. I believe that Snickerbo has been sent flying. And the prop, I believe, for the Eels gets them out of dodge there, Daniel.
Yeah, well, I've got a really good chicken joke if the Roosters lose this one. It's sort of on brand with my SRL character, Kentucky Fried.
I'm sure you've been thinking about KFC all game, Daniel. As Jack Jimmy now brought down over the 32. At the fourth tackle, they won't go with they're too deep to even go for a 40-20. So they'll be gifting the Roosters prime field position here if Snicker Balbroa or one of the two wingers can get off a somewhat decent kick return. I think it's looking like it'll go down the wing of Ross Buckley, and Ross Buckley's waiting, their trap man. Here he goes, he'll step one, in fact, instead he'll get past, I think that's a centre, but Luke Short, if that's the one jersey correctly, he'll get down on him. And he'll stop him from breaking off any more yardage. But like I said, starting the second on the 50, that's exactly where you want to be. Hopefully someone scores some points, because right now it looks like a football game. Might as well be Sydney FC against Western Sydney Wanderers. It's Hugh Mann now, throws it out wide to Brev. Brev throws the ball to Ross Buckley. It's some beautiful interchangeable play from the right edge of the Roosters. They might need to give the referee a HOI check, because that's the third time he's called last tackle on fourth. My cousin kicks it. It's not a half bad kick from Igor. In fact, it's a brilliant kick from Igor. In fact, it's a great kick from Igor. Chapman, I'm falling on my words here, but Chapman regathers the spilt lollies of the Eels winger. I want to say spilt lollies. I actually don't think he's attempted to catch that there. He's been out and jumped by Chapman, and hell yeah, I'm out of words. It's sloppy, lazy, terrible. Hit me.
Well, that's probably one of the best tries I've seen on this game so far in the SRL 2.0. I mean, we might just need to switch to Daniel Hellier's PC permanently. Last week we had Mitch Barnes breaking off about 6 people to score try from 100 metres as a lock forward, and then we've seen this one. So pretty entertaining footy from my PC.
Just on that, I previously said I thought Chapman looked the less dangerous of the three return options the Roosters had. But it was set up well by a Eagle Maikaze kick that I didn't know he had in his back pocket, Eagle. But he, sends across field, and the Wheels winger gets it horribly wrong. I think that's Cooper Speedman, if I'm not mistaken, who's been out-jumped there. And against the team led by his former captain, no less. If I'm saying that, that's correct, right? Speedman was at the Dolphins last season, not incorrect?
Well,
yeah.
Was he? I think he was.
I believe so. I believe so. Snicker Balbroa is a big proponent of the drafting based on names. As Breve now plays it. Jones now get up over 30. And it's a bit pedestrian from the Roosters, but Drew Matthews looks to pick up the pace. And Luke Breve now, on the 45. And the Roosters be looking to get some more luck off a kick. Hopefully the Eels winger diffuses it this time. And Goodwin gratefully receives it once again. He'll step one Goodwin. That's as far as he'll get. And the Eels now having to play catch-up with the Roosters team that is well and truly sought to match them on home turf. The commentary crew almost took a flight to Allegiant Stadium, but before we realised that it was actually Allianz.
We're hoping.
Now. He's more done. We're hoping. Yeah, we are hoping. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very, very confused set of fans. But this game is packed. That the crowd is booming for a Roosters game. There's about 5 people in attendance. And the Eels now get it wide, and 2 slick passes almost hit off Simon Hunt. So the Eels will be forced to kick it. But they've made good progress here. Chapman, the try scorer, will look to dance, though. And I think he's isolated the centre. He does isolate the centre. But a retreating second rower makes a tackle, and he's brought down on the 28. Roosters now. Trying to make up 35, and Dolan with the leg drive of the gods to get them to 38. I think they should be out of attacking kick range, and so they sort of show a flat ball to Chapman. And the Eels they're reactive more than proactive, I think, is what I'd describe the Eels at the moment. They're just letting the Roosters come to them, rather than, I think, seeking out some points. And at 4-0, it's probably not the try-scoring bonanza I was anticipating. However, there is still 48 minutes to go in this game, so I wouldn't leave too soon. I'd buckle in, because this hopefully will prove to be one hell of a game. As Speedman's struggling with the high ball again. Speedman's struggling with the high ball again.
Oh.
He may be dragged out, Speedman. He isn't. He's very narrowly stayed in. I'd love to have another look at how close he was to the touchline, as the Eel almost gets in the way of a play the ball. And it is all going on at Allianz at the moment. Barisic, he's brought down on the 18.
Yeah, I wonder if Speedman's forgot how to catch a ball.
He's looked terrible under the high balls, poor Cooper Speedman. They're bullying him. But that's what good captaincy is. You'd be hoping that they bully someone who looks terrible under the high ball. There's Amac shapes to kick. Potentially, not quite sure what happened there. But he's brought down on the 32-ish. And Belovov to kick it. And he sends it down the throat of Snicker, bro. Well, I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, I guess I would, actually, because the small Pokemon man is driven back. Pepe Lopez now, over the 42. Cutout ball? No cutout ball, actually. It goes to Jones. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one.
Joins, I think.
Joins? Okay. Off to Hugh Mann. Again, a top 5 name, I believe. He's right up there with a person.
Who's that?
Now in the full tackle, Drew Matthews. He's a person. As Drew Matthews now plays it on the 34. And the Roosters, well, they're more than happy to take a lead going into the break. They're a team that loves grinding down sides. That's what they did to the Cowboys, who actually didn't look too bad to open their game. And though Ethan Goodwin pirouettes a defender, I think that's Luke Brief he's gone past. He doesn't get too much further, but the 30 is not a bad place to start. They set up blindside, but they don't, in fact, take the option. I mean, Belova, they'll be hoping he repeats his heroics from last game. Curtin, drag back. He's been quiet, Blair. I'm not too sure if we've called his name too much today, Daniel.
Well, yeah, I think the whole Eels side has been quiet. I've got a question for you, John Boy. How many tackles do you reckon the Eels have had so far in Roosters half?
Oh, poor ball. I'd say maybe 13 or so. They've had maybe two sets and then some. I don't think they've had much in the way of ball.
Oh,
That's poor. Oh, that's
dumb.
really poor. Dolan's playing out of his skin. That's a hell of a. I'd love to know what Dolan's vertical is.
What?
As the Eels make, the Roosters make a mistake this time, and the Eels will snag it. AMAC, he's Johnny on the spot, or he's AMAC on the spot, I should say. It's Jack Jimmy now. The vice captain's been quiet. I think he needs to stand up to his counterpart Luke Brev there. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, long night in the office for the Eels. AMAC runs a line
Oh,
that. This is a
how
comedy
is
of errors.
how is that
What is
called
he not?
a knock
That's
on?
lost forward, surely. That's lost forward. The refs from Parramatta. Anyway, they play the ball right. And these dummy lines being run from the Eels are dummy lines, just not the by the more literal sense of the word, because these are terrible. I think I've counted 2 or 3 sets butchered from just runners in the wrong place. They'll be lucky not to get caught for obstruction. Oh, get up. Oh, that's poor. And the Eels, they've got a chance to attack now because the Roosters lay down on the ball carrier for an inexplicable reason on the full tackle. Hayden shows short, but he'll just push it. He gets caught short. Maybe blindside? I'd go blindside. Sure, let it fly. No. AMAC will take himself action. AMAC will back him down. But he'll stand up instead. Actually, he won't push over, which I was expecting.
Shot.
Oh, man, it is assaulted off the ball. I think the Colts may need to get involved. But the Roosters, they'll hang on once again. We call that the SRL special, don't we, Daniel?
Oh, yeah, we call that one the SRL special. Someone just got launched.
Yeah, talk about getting launched. AMAX just sent someone vertical. The stiff arm, it's a beautiful thing. But they look to grub here, the Eels. They look to grub, in fact.
Save.
But Hogan diffuses it easily. And yes, it's a tough time for the Eels. They can't make it pay, and they'll take us to halftime. Hello, Falava. My name is Jumbo Mayava, and if you've missed us, you've missed a brutal, grindy first half, as the Roosters have taken a 4-0 lead over the Eels after a Jackson Chapman try where Cooper Speedman did his best impression of the Rock and just stared at the ball. And the Eels haven't been, by the stats, not bad, Daniel. As he'll elaborate, it's been as close to an even game as you could possibly get without the try from the Roosters.
Yeah, well, apart from the line breaks, which were 6-1 in favour of the Roosters, everything's been pretty even on the stat sheet. This Nico Bro breaks off for a huge gain on his first carry of the half. And yeah, everything pretty much has just been split down the middle.
Yeah, if there was a territory stat in our SRL stat sheet, then it'd probably read the Roosters 65% of the time in the Eels half. I don't think the Eels have had more than maybe 3 or 4 attempts to attack the Roosters line. But in every other stat category, meters made, that's a poor pass. In meters, in tackles, and even in tackles missed, the game is about as even as it can get. How that bodes moving forward, I'm not sure. Maybe that's good for the Eels. They've managed to sustain so much pressure and only concede 4 points. And even those 4 points weren't really off a breakdown in the Eels' defense, Daniel. It was more so just what'd you say? A mental error.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, Speedman that play just only points of the match so far, and really should have probably caught that ball. As Eels are gonna have a crack in this half, and good run there from Luke Short. Attacking kick coming our way.
Luke Short needs to get more involved. He was quiet in that first half. We're looking to get him on some more inside balls surely in the second.
Oh.
And that's what they'll do. Oh, man, that's poor. Oh, boy, that's poor. And the Eels, their set ends with more of a deflated kick than an attacking kick. But Shaq Daddy, Mr. Daddy, he won't complain. He'll get them up over the 20. I think my stand-up performance for the Roosters in that first half, Dolan would be one of them. And Chapman would have to be number 2. Snickerbro was, good in parts, but I didn't really notice him too much. But Chapman snagging that try over Cooper Speedman's head for sure is a highlight.
Yeah, and I also thought Shaq Daddy was pretty explosive when he was on the field.
As the Roosters played the ball. And He'll get wrapped up, and Snickerbo won't be able to do much with it. Askew now, he launches it down to the 20. And these second halves where the Roosters like to shine, and they wrap up Goodwin well to start their defensive set. That's what they did to the Cowboys, was just grind them out, and then they finally exploded all over them late. As Luke Short goes for a run, Snickerbo's gone diving. The Australian Olympic diving team could use his talents because he's just dove and thrown the game. Luke Short goes straight through, and we said we needed him. That's what he does. The dive. I'll need to check that put down to make sure he's put that down correctly. I'm sure he has. Luke Short, he's an expert at these tries. It is a try. It's a beautiful try. It's Snickerbo's picking up the pieces back up at the 35 because he's been stepped out of his shoes, Daniel.
Yeah, well, Luke Short just putting on a highlight reel there. Even the celebration after, just giving it to some of these Roosters fans in the crowd. But yeah, great
all five of them.
What'd you say, John Boy?
And Short, all five of the Roosters fans in the crowd. As Luke Short converts his own kick, the families of Snickerbo and Justin Dolan made it out. And it's funny how the game turns. Both tries for either side haven't been from conventional opportunities. Luke Short side through for a massive long-range try, and obviously Chapman's one you can't really say was too well planned by the Roosters. I've realised what Snickerbo reminds me of. He looks like an angry Ewok on speed.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to look for his family, and I found them in the front row. Obviously, they couldn't see past anyone else in the crowd, so we had to place them right at the front.
Well, we do know those Roosters contracts pay very well. In fact, extra well, I've been told. Brown paper bags in Bondi, as Blair Curtin. And speaking of Bondi, I've been watching MKR like I have. We watched the simulated couple make their exit. Jalen Macinta. It's Filipu Gould now. Over the 41. God, I hope someone gets that. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an idiot. The Eels now, they'll play it for an attacking kick. That's terrible. That's terrible. Snickerbo will attack the ball, but he gets smoked instead. And the Roosters will have some territory to play with here. They could take their time. Don't have to do anything too stupid. That's a forward pass. That's a forward pass every day of the week. And then also on Saturday and Sunday, that's still a forward pass.
Did you get any
but the Roosters play on.
brown paper bags for that one?
That's another forward pass. We're playing NFL here. Patrick Mahomes has nothing on the Roosters halves. That's Pepe Lopez now. And actually, I thought it would be amiss to not mention the trade window has also recently opened, Daniel. No movement as of the time of this game yet, but who do you see leaving? And assaulted off the ball. Snickerbo dives at the ankles below to stop him from going for a long range try. It's a well-weighted tackle. We'll wait to comment on the trade window after a few Eels tackles. I think they're riding away from momentum. AMAC plays on the 40. Oh boy, oh boy.
Great pass.
Man, they're lucky. They're lucky Broadcasting Standards authorities are a thing. Jack Daddy now gets to 35. But we're talking about trades, Daniel. And what teams do you think need to get busy in this trade window?
Can I not mention my team here?
Yeah, I was going to say. not including the Bulldogs.
Probably all the teams at the bottom of the ladder. You'd think.
That's stunning analysis, Daniel. Thank you.
I mean, you're sort of down there at the bottom. Never mind. Actually,
we're ninth. We're ninth.
Ladder. I thought you were a bit further down, but you've impressed me.
No, we're 3-3. We're 3-3. We kind of got belted by the Panthers a few weeks ago, but it's how you finish, not how you start it. Clearly, as the Roosters put up a hell of a bomb. Ooh. That's caught inside the goal line. Goodwin himself wasn't too sure. He gingerly stepped a few steps back, but the referee says he caught it in the in-goal area. And they'll get a 7 tackles here.
I'm just looking, Snicko loves to play this game called Keep and Cut, and his team is currently 3-3, so maybe we can play a bit of Keep and Cut with his team.
Ooh, I like that. Some delicious irony. I like it. Shakespeare would have liked you in another life.
Yeah, maybe.
As the Eels now. Depending on the scoreline of this game, we may play Keep or Cut. Maybe the earliest ever rendition of Keep or Cut. We'll see. Where's the Eels now? I think the earliest I've seen Keep or Cut was maybe just after the halfway point of the season. Yeah. Well, you could have played Keep or Cut with the Rabbits maybe 3 weeks into the season. Was that season 9 Rabbits?
Left.
Yeah. Loves his animals, Joey, as the Roosters now.
Loves his books as well. Book of Joe. Some people might
Chapman
get that
plays.
one.
You'll get up over to Mr. Craven Gooch, and I believe in an odd turn of events, a man they see because the 17 for the Eels, is it? Yes, 17 for the Eels. Was to be Kirakini Pappenhausen, but following his departure from the SRL due to
Oh!
personal
What the
reasons.
fuck?
What's just happened? Oh, that's Squid King a scrum. Oh no! Oh no! This isn't good. This is not good. This is ultra
Ah,
not good. Oh boy. Oh no! Luke Short
the
scores off a
SRL has
scrum.
gone into chaos. The SRL chats are not happy.
I think the ref has lost the plot after two absolute belting tackles. He's given a scrum. He's forgotten we don't have scrums in the SRL. Um, and Luke Short's made short work of it. Pardon the pun. To score a second try. There's so much to break down here, Daniel. Let's start with the two knock-ons.
Yeah, so one person got folded, and then it seemed like it was a domino effect. The next one just got whacked as well, and a brawl was about to start, but the referee stepped in, and he might have copped one as well, leading to the weird call. And yeah, scrum happened. Luke Short, explosive off the mark.
Snecko is blowing up at the referee. I don't blame him because I don't remember if I've ever allowed scrum since maybe season 3, season 2.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
We haven't been playing scrums for a long time, and although this is SRL 2.0, the rules haven't really changed all that much.
Definitely for a
other
reason.
than other innovations in the
I'm
NRL.
pretty sure
Yeah,
Eli
because
Barnes got 400 or 530 runs because of scrums.
I love Eli, but that run meter record is so Mickey Mouse because of the scrums. It's when you get a free sidestep off the scrum, it's just I don't think it's a fair way to
Mickey Mouse
to calculate. Yeah, to calculate the
just
to
like
calculate run meters.
Premierships.
And no comment, Matthew Harris is on my team. As Blair Curtin now plays it up on the 45. I think they're legitimate premierships, Daniel. Very legitimate. As the Heels, and also I think that's something to talk about now for us too. Is what is the salary cap going to look like for the SRL in the post the gold, silver, bronze era?
I think it will probably be based. Well, personally, I think there shouldn't be a salary cap next season. In my personal opinion. Oh, that is a nice.
I'm gonna say you're a communist, but no, big capitalist guy, Daniel. Free market, you reckon?
Yeah, well, I think that there shouldn't be a salary cap next season because the players haven't developed as much. Yeah. Or maybe if they do a salary cap, I think it should only be patrons.
Yeah, no, look, actually, I don't think that's a terrible idea either. I don't think players are in too good a position. Looking at straight overalls, you'd probably say the highest overalls maybe hovering just under a 70, maybe. Even that's Luke Short steps one, he looks for a hat trick. But yeah, like look, your highest overall players are probably 68, 67s at the moment. So whether or not we can effectively manage a salary cap this early, what you reckon? Earliest you could probably say we need a salary cap is season 3. Yeah, that'd be pending some incredible development.
Yeah, well, the thing with the salary cap would be like, if you do have one, what's to say someone just doesn't climb all the overalls and they're a bronze and they end up as the best player in the comp in like a season?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing for the commissioner to manage. I'm sure they will. But for now, the Eels will play it just over the 40.
Lucky we don't have to make the decisions.
Nah, I just turn up to games and commentate. It's very easy. As Ross Buckley now will break free of a tackle, break free of another tackle. I'm not sure who's just gone diving on the left edge for the Eels. It's Luke Short. I don't know why Luke Short's dove at him. The Roosters getting a bit enterprising here.
The fullbacks have been doing some odd things. Did you just notice Nico Bro just run 30 metres upfield?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's early onset CTE. I'm not sure why the midget man's done that. It's been an odd just season for fullbacks. They started out absolutely cracked. Then I think on and off for the last couple of weeks they've just
been trash and
quiet.
Trash and trash.
Yeah, okay, fat boy. As the Roosters now, to quote Snicko, bro, as the Roosters played on the 40. Oh, they won't play it on the 40, in fact, because they'll give the ball up on the 43, on the 38, I should say. No, not the 40. No, it is the 43. Off a miscommunication
Oh,
And that's where I leave it. As Speedman, he's had a terrible game, Cooper. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 Cooper. He's had 2 high balls. He muffed one, nearly muffed a second, and he's been driven to touch with one of his rare touches this game. I think he's had one other kick return opportunity that returned for a sum total of like 4 meters. And the Roosters will play it. And at the moment, I'm leaning towards giving the MVP points to the people who've turned up to watch this game.
Luke Short, he's been alright.
Luke Short's been good. He's been Eels' best player, I'd say. I'd give him 3. For the Roosters so far, potentially Shaq Daddy would be their lead. I wouldn't say he'd get the 3, probably get 1 or 2.
He only played 40 minutes, so...
He's been good while he's been on, but I think they just needed more from everyone, not just Shaq.
Yeah.
Schrodinger now. Dolan's been good in patches. I think he's
probably
been
their
their best
forward
half.
pack hasn't been bad.
Oh, flat ball. Oh, very flat ball, in fact. So flat it's forward. There's Bourbon now. He's been dead silent as Jim Bourbon. I haven't called his name, I think, twice this game. There's Amac. I'd give Amac a point too. He's been good today, Amac. He's been everywhere. He's like what? He's like hay fever. Everywhere. There's Jack Jimmy.
What?
He'll get up over 33.
Oh.
Passed out left. Amac. It hits his back.
Maybe
He regathers it.
virus.
He'll get. I'll give him another extra MVP point for that. That was pretty cool. I cannot lie. We'll go deep to Belova. Belova kicks it, but it doesn't go far enough. And Snickerbro will step 1.
Oh.
Snickerbro clears the ball. Snickerbro, put the phone down. I believe it's a house call. He'll go all the way, Snickerbro. Big dive, boy. Big try for the Roosters. And just like that, they cut it down to a 4-point deficit. I'm sure they'll cut it down to a 2-point after the kick to come. And Daniel, what a try from the minute young fullback. Oh, no. Switch, please. So tell the cameraman I don't need a fat close-up of that ugly mug. Let's talk about that try. From absolutely nothing, Stickerbo catches you'd have to say just a lazy kick from Belova. And it kind of hangs in the wind, and Sticker gets his bearings, and then he's off the young and short fullback. Maybe the Eels players couldn't see him, but it's a fantastic try to set this game up very well in this last 14 minutes. I believe we'll have to delay that keep or cut game, Daniel.
Yeah, we'll have to delay it for a while, but Snicko, bro, we've been going at him a bit this game for being quiet, but that's a great run to get his team back into this game. Great try. And his team was looking pretty dire. I mean, down by 8 points with only 15 minutes left. He pulls a bit of magic out the hat, and his team are well and truly back in this game.
And okay, it's safe to say this has to be the Roosters' best half, but the only thing that matters right now is that they're only down by 2 points with 13 minutes left. They'll get at least 4 or 5 attempts at the Eels line, as long as they don't do anything stupid and they just play to their strengths, which is just running it between the Pistons. I don't think they can go too far wrong. The Eels, they've been good, but let's be absolutely realistic here. Both tries have come off Luke Short brilliance, and the second try arguably shouldn't have even happened. It's Hugh now, over the 41. And we're 13 minutes out, Daniel. Who are you backing to finish this game off? Oh, Dolan. I love the kick. I do love that kick. Luke Short loves it too much. Luke. Luke's also suffering from early onset CTE. He sees a friend in the crowd. He goes to take the ball to him.
Luke is not a fan of Daniel Hellyer because he does not like that I've put a bet on Eels 1-8 this game.
Oh, that's so bad. Okay. The Roosters will they might get to score. Oh, they will. Oh, they'll score. Chapman's got a double.
Did he drop that?
No, he scored that. He's definitely scored that, right?
Well, they didn't put it up straight away. I think he got there.
Wait, did he? Wait, hold up.
Nah, that looks good.
He's got there. Some late theatrics from Jackson Chapman. The more they review that, the more scared I get. Yeah, it's a try. 3 words, 4 points, that's a try. And the Roosters, I mean, we said that they could work their way back in. They don't even have to work their way back in. They're
ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit... Luke Short went from hero to zero, I think is the best way of saying that. To quote the kids nowadays, he's sold no cap under status. as the Roosters scored. Oh no, Buckley's
Please
having a shock
refrain
with the
from
boot.
using those phrases again. It's like AMAX saying
Buckley.
6-7 in comms.
I was trying to find a way to work that way in, but no. I've had my thunder stolen. That's very non-skibbity. As the Eagles will kick it. And to get back to some quick analysis, Luke Short, Luke Short's error has cost him 4 points. Buckley's had a bad day with the boot. He's missed 2 conversions. They could be up 18-12 at the moment, the Roosters, but they're still very much in danger. If they do something stupid, they could give the Eels field position for another try. We saw how easy the Roosters scored. And they executed uncharacteristically well for the Roosters this game. I thought that their attack had been flat for the majority of this game, and that was the first time I'd seen proper shack from their halves. It's a very nice ball out the side to Chapman, who's obviously got the speed and the experience to put that ball down in the corner to score. Chapman now. Not Chapman, Matthews.
All 6
with
games
38.
of experience.
Yeah, oh, true. Fair. It's felt like an eternity. One may even say it's felt like 10 previous seasons. There's Askew now. He
Fever
doesn't
dream.
kick it. Must have fever dreamed us winning a ring against the Storm. As Shaq Daddy does the kicking now. And Daddy's boot is long, but it's not long enough, and it goes down to the Goodwin. And Goodwin's really struggled to make meters this game, as poor Ethan. His dad's in the Manly Sea Eagles, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he used to be. Not sure about now. He was on the Sharks as well in the Fever Dream.
That was Goodwin. We said he'd been quiet. He makes some 15 or so yards. And the Goodwin's notoriously very quiet and big fans of you and Mayava, I'm being told. As Philippe Bogold up over the 37. And quick ball here. Luke Short busts through the line.
Oh,
He steps Snicko, bro, too. Snicko's been poor on defense today. It's his second missed tackle, Luke Short in the backfield.
too short to save the defenders.
Facts. Do you think it's Ugly Mug would scare the attackers? What? Oh, that was the last tackle. I was expecting a kick. The Roosters
Whoa,
throw
what the
flat ball to Snicker, bro.
just
That's
happened
forward.
there?
That's
Just-
forward. That's so forward. You're kidding. He's thrown it into another time zone. He's thrown that into New Zealand time.
Yeah, but the defender also
ridiculous.
just teleported behind him.
It's Star Trek, bro. We've invented teleportation. Shaq Daddy, he played the ball on the 15. What is Drew Matthews doing?
What is the Hookers doing today?
Seriously, it's
Have they
unlike
played
Hooker's
rugby league?
teleport service. As try Askew, that's on the full, isn't it? No, it's not.
2040?
It's actually not that kick. Oh, Luke. Please, Luke. Please, Luke.
Oh,
Is he out? Oh, boy. Oh. So you have a brain fart. This is a brain stinker from Luke Short. Oh, yep. Just staring at the sideline, Luke. Makes no attempt to get out of trouble and try Askew with a fantastic kick from the bench half. Oh, that's poor from Short. He knows better than that, Luke.
Luke Short is
And
not putting
the
on
outside
gas.
backs for the Eels, are having an all-time generational stinker. Oh, and it goes from bad to worse now for the Eels as they give away a unneeded 6 again. Maybe they wanted to get
What?
some rest in their lines. As
Whoa.
Hugh Man goes over 2. You don't see that often from halves. They'll play the ball.
He's playing in the
Flat
props.
ball. Dane Blaine now. Oh, that'll explain it. And Blaine now will play it shy of the try line. They're going right side now.
Whoa.
Oh, Snicko, cop it.
That wasn't
Was it
Snick.
try
No,
Askew?
that
Try Askew, yeah. Right side, one more. Oh, if Askew gives it, they score. But Askew's held up. Held my breath here for a moment, thought he potentially scored, but he won't get it down in time. The ref just wants to double check to make sure he doesn't miss anything, and he hasn't missed anything. Askew's well and truly held up there. Not Askew, Dolan. Oh, that's a shot. That's shocking for me. These custom numbers are doing my head in.
Yeah, I don't think they're custom anymore. I think.
Oh no, it is Askew. No, it is Askew. It is Askew. As the Roosters will tap it back. I think that is dead upon arrival for the Eels. That is one hell of a try there. Is that Dane Blaine who scored?
Yeah, it was.
That's fantastic there from the young half. He's been, or young bench player, I should say, the utility. He's been fantastic, and that is the Eels dead upon arrival. Call it their time of death. It's the 76th minute of this ball game. I mean, they were good until they weren't the Eels. They well and truly have shot themselves in the foot. In fact, to quote an NFL player, some teams shoot themselves in the foot. The Eels shoot themselves in the head, then the head again, and then they run the ball out. It's terrible, terrible, terrible to watch. They're a better team than what they've shown this last 15 minutes. Like we said, it was time for a gut check for the Roosters, and in that span of time, the Eels have well and truly lost the plot. It is Game of Thrones-esque. Game of Thrones season 7-esque lost the plot. As the Eels now, they'll kick it, and with 4 minutes to go, you'd say that this game is out of their reach of the Eels. The Roosters don't need to do too much to win this game. Just need to complete their set, and after the end of the set, the Eels have 2 minutes to score 8 points, which isn't out of the realms, but I don't think we've seen a comeback at that speed of time before, Daniel.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get something entertaining.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe a scrum.
That would do it. As Stickerbo pirouettes over the 45. I don't think we've seen with the Eels. They've scored 2 long-range tries, but I noted after they scored their second try, they haven't really worked for their tries, if that makes sense. Like they haven't been stunning offensive set pieces. Like one was Mickey Mouse, and the other one was off the back of just Luke Short brilliance. Like that, you wouldn't say it was a structural try, would you?
Yeah, I don't think the Eels have had really any field position like in this game at all, to be completely honest. I think they've made most of the tries are just off like long range, as you said. So I don't really think they've had more than like 5 sets in the Roosters half.
Yeah, it's been a poor day at the office. The Roosters allowed him for an age there. I'm surprised he didn't call a penalty for holding on. Maybe the ref just wants to leave. I'd want to leave too if I was at Allianz.
Not a fan?
No, not a fan of Allianz Stadium.
I mean, we got
terrible
today.
place.
We thought we were going to be at Allegiant, and then...
Yeah, I thought there was something up on the Qantas ticket I had from Auckland, Red Sydney. Oh, it's a 42.
Oh,
they've left it a bit late. They've left it a bit late, the Eels, if I'm being completely honest.
Might score a try.
What's the meme again? Chris Paul scores 3 to cut the deficit to 42.
Penalty try?
Penalty try. Oh, Luke? They could go blindside here. I'd back
smash someone in the head.
Oh. Is that not a professional foul? I suppose we don't have intentional.
We don't want to get into that.
We don't have intentional knockdowns in league though. That's a union thing. The Eels will get one last chance at it, but that'll fizzle out, and that'll be all she wrote from Allianz Stadium. And it's the Roosters 20 prevailing over the Eels 12, as we'll get to the stats here. And Daniel, why don't you take us through the game stats when they come up to us?
I've got you. So, wait, we'll just let the controller refresh. Alright. 4 tries to 2. The Roosters getting over Parramatta Eels possession. Pretty well weighted. Roosters having slightly more. About the same areas, 6 or 7 for both teams. Same amount of tackles. Fair few more missed tackles for the Parramatta side. 13 line breaks to 7 for the Roosters. And about 100 metres more gain from the Roosters. We'll go to the Rooster stats and we'll let John Boy take us through these.
Through him, Snicker both 241 run meters. Can we get a look down at the bottom end of the Roosters stats board as well? Just want to get a quick overview.
So we got Hugh Man, 108 run meters there, 17 tackles. We'll let John Boy continue.
Some quick technical issues, my bad. But looking at that, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus Snicker 5 over 100 run meters. That's probably pretty light for a game. Kick up a little bit. That's probably just a little bit light for a game, and probably reflected in the scoreboard early. It was 4-0 at half time. Wasn't exactly a barnstorming game. But 241 from Snickerbo really stands out. He led from the front, and a fair decent bit of that be from a 60-metre try though in the second half. But still, 3 line breaks is pretty light for a fullback, no, Daniel?
Yeah, I think that's pretty light for someone who made 241 run meters. Obviously, I think his long range try contributed to a fair chunk of those meters. But I also want to point out, Eagle didn't make any meters in his second stint. I'm pretty sure it was at 75 at half time.
Oh, the old, Tony Snell just doing cardio on the field there. He'll take a try assist. He doesn't get too many try assists, Igor, so he'll take that.
Yeah, it was a kick as well. Beautiful.
Mr. Gooch with a try assist as well. Justin Dolan with 217 off the boot and another try assist. I'm surprised he didn't have more kicking meters, Justin. But let's go to the Eels run meters. Oh, the Eels stats, sorry, and it's sorry, can you go? Does that say 320? Does that say 529?
What? What?
I think someone in the
I think we have a glitched SRL game.
SRL stats HQ has
Michael Jordan stat padding.
Stat padding. They must be counting the times he ran into touch with the ball.
100 meters each time.
Maybe they started tracking his run meters from when he woke up in bed this morning. I'm not too sure. Because by that amount, he's got over half of the Eels run meters. How many? So that's 1, 2, 3. I think they've got 4 players over 100 run meters. Daniel, if I'm not incorrect.
Yeah, we have a cursed SRL game right here.
Because
we'll take a look now. He has over half of them.
Mate, you know what? I'm sure it was just a fantastic game from Luke Short. Belova with 396 kick meters process at all for the Eels. He did no try assists either for young man. No try assist for Blair Curtin in an otherwise quiet game. Kierakini Pappenhausen with the famous Tony Snell stat line as well, with no 1 meters in 40 minutes. Me and Pappenhausen ran for the same amount of meters this game. Actually, I probably ran for more because I walked up to the comms box. AMAC 129 probably is their standout, though. I know that Luke Short scored 2 tries, but I thought AMAC never gave up. I thought he was one of their best players. Belova was pretty good too. I'm not sure. I don't know he had 159 either. We might have to double check some of these run meters. I'm just sure the game has may have had a slight glitch here.
Doing some silly buggers.
The stats don't tell the full picture. The Eels, sadly, just a bit inert in the second half, and that was their undoing in the end. That'll be all we have time for today. However, my name is John Bonmar. It's been a pleasure to be taking this commentating. Been a pleasure to commentate this game with my good friend Daniel Hallier. For now, from us from Allianz, that is so far, and goodbye.